Welcome back to the final episode of Let's Play Dead. It's that show where we and where we play dead also. But aside from that, I have a special guest named Matt Rosevalley. You may have heard of him.
Who the hell is he?
He's that guy that made the channel.
I have no freaking clue who he is.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we can curse on this. I have no fucking clue who he is.
Yes, we can curse. Cursing is okay, Matt.
Damn.
So wait, does this mean I'm not fired since you're here?
Who's fired? You're fired?
Okay, good.
I'm
no,
fired.
No, I'm not. It's fine.
Okay.
We're glazing over that. So last time actually we what the hell happened? I unlocked a few doors and I'm currently trying to put X-rays up on the screen to figure out some arbitrary clue.
God, I
as
hope
to what the password is.
I hope they don't have cancer.
Yeah, that would be awful. Actually, they. What the hell?
That's all I can think of.
This guy is writing to, I remembered what the password is. This guy is writing a letter to his girlfriend Ada, and his name is John, and I remembered their names already, and their names are the username and password to unlock the doors to the lab, and I remembered that from last time, and I already put them in.
So the password is guess, and their name is guess.
No, the name is John, Matt, and the password is Ada.
I wish it was that simple.
It's pretty simple. You just read the letter, and it's right there. It's about as simple as it gets.
I'm sorry, I'm ruining this game.
Yeah. So this is when the scary part happens, and then you're like, you're just like, oh look at that zombie running over there. That's neat. Let's go talk to him.
I hope his name is Ronald.
Right? Why is it? Why is it named Ronald?
Because I ruined this game.
Oh fuck. So thank you, Ada. Yours truly, John. Ada.
John
Adams.
I
like how she's.
You notice his name, John ... ADA, so it must be John Adams.
Yes, that's his.
Like the HBO special.
Yes, like the. Oh god, Matt, I've made a terrible mistake. I've made a terrible mistake.
You did. You had me do commentary on this video.
Oh fuck.
Where are you going?
I'm trying to figure out what this password is, and I'm probably just gonna have to go look on the internet.
It's guest ball.
Because the problem is you have to put up all the slides, and then oh, what the hell is it? I need to look at this so I can actually remember. There's basically an abbreviation that you get from looking at the different you put the X-rays in alphabetical order by name of the patient, and then you turn the light on, and each X-ray has a different organ highlighted.
He has cancer. I told you he did. It's
and
all
then
red.
I'm ignoring you. And then you and then you take the name of the organ, and you put it in order by first letter, and it makes a whole new. It's like an acronym, and then that's the password. And I completely don't even know what the hell it is. That's the trachea. I don't even know. Matt, what's the password? Is it cancer?
It's guest.
It's guest. Wait a minute. Is it actually? It could be guest. It could be guest. Wait a minute.
I hope so.
If it's not, I hope it's guest. I really do, Matt. I'm hoping. I want to make you happy.
You do.
Okay, there's a first aid spray on the floor. I'm not even gonna take that right now.
With your features.
What the hell? I don't even really know where I'm going. I'm just exploring. Oh fuck.
That's the sound of a zombie. Look at him.
I want to get a headshot. Got my shotgun out.
Drinking out of cups.
What? Why is he? What? Who's drinking out of what?
Look it up. Drinking out of cups. Being a bitch. Look it up. You'll get a good laugh.
Oh, I guess I'll do that. I want to get a headshot.
That's Dan Deacon on acid? I don't know. It was a funny. Anyway, zombies.
Oh,
hey,
damn it. I missed it.
Nice.
No, it wasn't. I missed it. God
you shot him.
I mean, he was in the head, but I didn't blow his head off. I wanted to blow him, Matt. I wanted to just blow this zombie.
Well, you can blow this fax. Sanitation Division.
Manager. The contents of this fax are confidential and intended for the named addressee only. Any copying or disclosure of the context of this fact, blah, 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 blah.
It's okay. We'll put it on Facebook. We won't put it on Twitter.
We'll put it on Facebook, and everyone can read this. It'll be fine.
Just don't put it on Twitter.
Why not Twitter?
Because Twitter is where everybody reads it. If you put it on Facebook, no one will know.
Well, we don't want it to be a secret at all. I think we want exposure.
T-virus and died. That poor man.
Okay, so this is like some random facts from like... Wait, why do people at Raccoon City know about this? Why are they okay with this? Who sent this fax? Like, oh, we have to send a fax to the secret umbrella facility again. Damn it. That's annoying.
There's a high possibility the most specimens are running loose inside the compound.
And he has 3 concerns.
However, yet unfortunate, these casualties underscore the process. Success. God, I'm terrible at reading. Our research. Oh, it's gone. We suspect the first official intervention will come from the state police and stars. Something in the next game.
Oh, that's us, though. We're the stars. And we're here now.
All I can think about is stars.
Yeah, that's true. Except you kind of sounded like that Oracle statue that talks to you in Jak and Daxter.
I also sounded like the Rockbiter.
Can you do that voice again and say, I require 100 precursor orbs?
I require 100 precursors. Apparently I can't say it.
Oh my god. Oh man, I had high hopes and then it just fell flat.
Sorry to disappoint you.
I'm not taking... Well, there's grenade ammo and there's ink ribbons. I don't know.
Hey, I saw it.
I played this on easy, so I mean, I have everything I need ever, so I'm just kind of bypassing.
You should stop feeling bad for playing easy, man. Most people.
I'm just bypassing everything I need.
Most people play easy.
I don't think so.
I disagree.
I think most people challenge themselves a little bit.
I'd like to believe so, but I doubt it. Look at you go. God, all women-y.
Yeah, look at me go, man. If I was on easy going through those doors, I would have had to exert way more effort.
Looking like a woman down there.
All right, so we should be able to put in the password on this terminal now.
Oh, this is Jill Valentine, am I right?
Yeah, we're playing as Jill. Have you even watched the series? Matt, what the hell is wrong with you?
I'm sorry, I find her very attractive.
We're playing as Chris Redfield.
I wasn't thinking about the name. I was looking at her very sexy body as I was watching you playing.
That's okay. That's why I picked easy, because
it's like Dr. Girlfriend, a sexy woman, and this Paul-like voice. God.
I'm sorry?
No, I'm just saying, she's hot.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you accessed it.
I accessed the shit out of it, Matt.
Basement door.
Permission denied, enter password.
It's guessed.
I swear to God, if it is, I'm gonna quit. I'm just gonna quit playing right now. Better not be fucking guessed. This might take a minute. I'm just gonna look up the I don't even know what it is. Hold on. I'm gonna look up the password. I'm gonna cheat, everybody. Fine, I fucking said it. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna go to the wiki.
I'm just sitting here watching. G-U-E-S-T.
So, Matt, do you think Wesker is the bad guy? Or do you think...
No. I like the cut of his jib.
Do you think Barry is actually... Because Barry left us for dead.
I like the cut of Wesker's jib. I highly doubt he's the bad guy.
Oh, the password is Cell. Like the Cell games.
Should have been guessed.
Goku's gonna be here.
Kamehame.
Ha.
People used to say it was Kamehameha. God, we're talking about Dragon Ball Z, and here we are.
Yeah, how the hell did we get to this? Like, I just wanted to fucking have a Let's Play Resident Evil, and we're talking about fucking Dragon Ball Z, Matt. Ah, God. From here on out, I just want to talk about Resident Evil, and I want to take it seriously, Matt.
Well, the password was definitely not guessed, so...
No, it wasn't. So if I was to stick to my guns, I would be quitting right now, and the series would be over. Like, well,
don't listen to my advice. I'm useless here. Hey, look at you go up the stairs like a woman.
Look how badass this place is. Seriously, like, I fucking love the art direction of this game.
I'm impressed. You know, I'm really out of touch with games these days, but God, it looks really cool. I'm used to N64 quality, so Call
Well,
me old.
you're a whole generation ahead now, Matt. We are up to GameCube.
God damn, man.
So you're coming along nicely there. You're learning.
Where does the time go?
I can't carry anymore. Damn it. Okay, these 3 discs that I'm collecting, and I got. Oh dang! Excuse me. I got one much.
You're never excused.
Earlier in the game. These 3 discs are to rescue Chris. So potentially, if we rescue Chris and we already chose not to kill Barry or to let Barry be killed by our inaction. So we'll have Barry rescued.
He had it coming.
Well, no, he did have it coming, but we gave him his gun, so that's a get out of jail free card.
Sorry, Wesker, I trust him. He's a good guy.
Really?
He came to my bar mitzvah. He's not a bad man.
He came to your bar mitzvah. That's nice. What did he give you? What was his gift on your bar mitzvah day?
A dreidel made of clay.
He gave you a dreidel made of clay. Yeah. You're telling me that Albert Wesker came to your bar mitzvah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They just wait. No, hold on. They just
I ruined everything.
They mentioned Albert Wesker in this note, so now we know he's involved with Umbrella. This is ruined. You're telling me this evil man that works for this conglomerate came to your bar mitzvah. Matt, I apologize, but I feel like you're lying.
I'm the worst commentator ever.
You are. You're fucking horrible. I don't even have time to start over.
God, you should fire me.
Yeah, you're fired.
Yeah, look at you go, down a hallway in a big room with a monitor. Who can afford this?
Oh, you're trying so hard to take this seriously now. You're like, well, anyway, sorry. The game looks
Cerberus.
incredible. Yeah, this is like a little slideshow. It has all the monsters that Umbrella engineered on purpose.
Why is Neptune a shark?
And the hunters are fucking scary. The tyrant. We haven't even seen the tyrant yet.
Did you notice the hunter looks like the dogs in Ghostbusters?
Look, Wesker's in this photo.
He went to my bar mitzvah.
That asshole. He went to your bar mitzvah and then he treats you like this.
Shabbat shalom.
You know, there's a...
We're gonna piss off
puzzle.
all of the KKK who are watching this. I'm sorry, KKK. I don't mean to be
I'm not really concerned about
prejudiced.
that portion of my demographic, but it doesn't really bother me, but...
I just don't mean to be prejudiced. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're a minority now.
What the fuck's going on?
I don't know, but the password is guessed.
It's not guessed, it's a number.
It's still guessed.
It's physically impossible. It's 4 digits, Matt.
I ruin everything.
Guessed is 5.
Hunter, tyrant? Tyrant?
Yes, the tyrant. You didn't see that?
I did. I was just trying to pretend I'm invested in this video game.
Oh, I hate you. You're a fucking asshole. 834. I don't even know what this password is. This is a really stupid puzzle. There's that terminal I was trying to put the password on. Like it's 4 of the numbers that are on this barcode thing, but there's absolutely no pattern or rhythm or clue as to what it is. At least not that I can find.
Really?
So I don't know what it is. There's 4 digits. I don't have a clue what they are.
Is it the 4 first or the 4 last?
It's neither of those.
Really?
I'm gonna try something else.
When you see a long number, it's usually either the first 4 or the first last.
Well, Capcom apparently thought of that, but it's 8462.
Capcom.
Oh, this is actually a really cool part of the game, Matt. I love this. Remember in the first episode where we picked up Kenneth's tape from his camera?
Yeah.
When we found his body, we can finally watch it.
Hey! Nice.
On this VCR that's in here.
I love how the world goes full circle.
Check this shit out. Look at this.
Paranormal Activity 5. The zombie.
Except this is the one that doesn't have ghosts. This one blatantly has a zombie, like, eating people.
That was pretty cool, but pointless. We already know zombies are in the game. Thanks.
There's a reason you never played this.
I'm just kidding. I think that
you're just like, you get to that point and you're like, so what?
Screw it! Nah, for real, that was pretty damn cool. I'm impressed that they are incorporating all this.
I don't believe you.
No,
I don't believe anything you're saying.
I'm being honest.
You just want to go to your fucking bar mitzvah again, so Albert Wesker can show up and give you a dreidel again.
I wish I was 13 again.
That's when you became a man.
Hemo disc.
Yeah, the discs have to go into these, like, they're not even supposed to be GameCubes. They are literally, like, they're not trying to hide it. There are literally 3 Nintendo GameCubes in this mansion, in this lab, and each one takes one of those discs, and the other disc is here. Did we pick it up? No, the other disc is in this room. I didn't have room. And we have to find these 3 GameCube locations and put a disc into them. Okay. And then after we've put in all 3 discs, we can unlock Chris's jail cell that we don't actually know Chris is in. Because we haven't... The whole point, if you remember, Chris has been missing since the beginning. Yeah. They all got into the mansion, and we had no idea where Chris was. So...
I legitimately love how the fourth wall is just broken with that.
Oh, how's that? Oh, how, like, yeah, like... I mean, if I was in Jill's position, I guess, like... I don't know, I would assume that she's just following, like, a trail.
Yeah.
Being a police officer, but I don't know.
God,
like, just trying to...
Got a lot of first aid spray.
That's what I'm saying, like, it's easy mode, dude. I mean, there's another first aid spray down in that hallway. I don't give a shit.
Do you have acid shells? Like, you spray acid at...
My grenade launcher has acid rounds, yes.
I wish I had one of those.
They are acidic. There's a very dangerous enemy that I may need to use some of those grenade rounds on in this lab that we haven't seen yet, called the Chimera. And they're an unintended byproduct of the T-virus. They're like an insect mutation. And they can, like, they're like a cross between, like, insects and monkeys. They're fucking really, really dangerous.
Nice. So when does Dr. Eggman come into this?
Dr. Eggman is actually very, very far in the future. After Resident Evil progresses a few more games and Umbrella is exposed, they actually are shut down by the federal government, and they have to stay that way for a while. And it's only much later that, under the direction of Dr. Wily and Dr. Light, the company can be reborn as a robotics division. And that's where Dr. Eggman comes in. He comes from this other company, Eggman Robotics Limited. And they actually combine their 2 companies to make a new Umbrella. So it's Dr. Light, Dr. Wily, and Dr. Eggman. And that's where Mega Man and Sonic the Hedgehog try to kill the Resident Evil characters in Resident Evil 10.5.
Now, when they kill them, do they use a knife, or...?
Well, no, Mega Man's got his Buster gun. Sonic just runs a lot. He doesn't really do anything. Actually, Sonic doesn't... He's kind of just fucking useless. He's like one of those characters that's there to just fill up the roster, but really nobody wants to play as him.
He's got to go fast.
This is what I'm saying. Capcom makes terrible games now.
I love...
See, there's a... Oh, shit, there's a Chimera. Look at that crap.
Hey! Is this the first game that incorporates the use of air vents?
This is the first game ever, so yes.
Well, no, for real. Is this the first game that incorporates air vents as a mode of transportation? Like a tunnel you can go through?
Wait, like the first game ever? Or the first Resident Evil game?
One of the first games ever. I'm asking, how new is this concept?
You know,
that thing is pretty fucking
you know
creepy,
what?
by the way.
No, the PS1 did it first. The first game that really, because that was just like a transition. The first game that really used air ducts for transportation was Metal Gear Solid. I mean, like, in a 3-dimensional sense.
Yeah.
I mean, there might have been like some random air ducts in some NES game or something, but...
Or Atari.
Or Atari even, but
or
like...
Commodore 64.
Shit, here's one of these GameCubes.
Hey!
And I don't even have the disc on me.
You know, I remember playing 007 GoldenEye on the N64 and having to...
Oh, that had vents.
Yeah, that had vents.
Yeah, that was the PS1 era. So, I mean, GoldenEye... Probably, I think vents became a much more conventional, like, mode of video game transportation once games went into, like, the 3D realm. Because, like, the concept of crawling through air vents are really, like, something that you would do to show off the fact that you're making a 3D video game.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're in this room and now you're in a vent. And... like the transition from like a big open space to a small crawl space. If Resident Evil had been, like, if they hadn't been as limited as they were by the technology, I would imagine that actually crawling through the vents in first person might have been something Resident Evil would do, just for the feeling of claustrophobia.
I'm shocked they didn't bring it in. Ever since
it was a
technology.
It was a technology thing, because like, you know, like a game like Metal Gear Solid had like the free camera and everything, but this game is all pre-rendered, so
nice.
They couldn't really do, like, I can't think of a very good way to, like, it would have required a whole new character model, because if you think about the animations in this game, like nowadays they have motion capture for character animations, but like this game literally has, just for every character, there's literally a idle position, a running, gun at your hip, gun aiming, and crouched over. Those are the only character animations in this game, so it would have required a pre-rendered background of the interior of a vent, and it would have required a whole new set of character animations. It would have required Jill laying down, and then animations for her crawling, and it would have been really, really weird, because like in a small area like that, she would have been all up in the camera, and the beret would have been, like, physically wouldn't have made sense, because it would have been falling off her head.
Yeah.
But it just, and it would have exposed, like...
That's a creepy door, by the way.
It would have exposed the parts that looked bad about the character models, too, when they were up in the camera like that.
Well, ever since I saw the movie Alien, I thought that vents are really creepy, and I love that they incorporated it, even if it was just a transition. And I would like to see more of that in video games. God, that thing is creepy. It's like a giant Spider-Man.
Well, if you want to see more about vents, you can check out the Dead Impressions Outlast video.
Which, by the way, was awesome.
Because I crawled through a vent in that, and it scared me. Oh god, look at that, it picked me up.
It's a Spider-Man! He's got radioactive blood. Listen, bud. He's got his blood is radioactive. That's how the theme song goes, right?
I literally, like, dude, stay away from that guy if he has a nosebleed. Like, fuck.
Is he strong?
Oh, Peter, your nose is bleeding. Get away from me!
How come... Whatever happened to that spider? Do you think that spider ended up biting anybody else, or he just died?
Wow.
Yeah.
I think we need to... Write an email right now to Stan Lee.
Stanley, what happened to the spider that bit Peter Parker?
No, not to ask him. We need to give him a whole new idea for a new series.
Resident Evil, Spider-Man.
I wasn't gonna say Resident Evil, but... And that's how I made Resident Evil.
I was having sex with Jack Kirby's wife, and that's how I made Spider-Man.
This isn't serious at all.
What's serious?
Oh, check that out, Matt. I left a door animation in.
Hey.
I fucked up. That's why I took all the door animations out, because, like...
That's why you're fired, Paul.
That took like 10 seconds. God damn it, I'm fired again. Look at that. There's a GameCube right there.
These what are these, the hunters?
No, these are chimeras.
Hey, they're frightening as hell.
No, these are the fucking, like, insect monkey things that I was telling you about.
These things are creepy.
Yeah. I mean, these were unintended. They weren't mentioned in the slideshow that we looked at. So these were like unintentional byproducts of the T-virus.
Like the scientists accidentally made these things. They stitched
up like
limbs
when the outbreak happened. When the outbreak happened, there were certain creatures that were affected. Like Umbrella didn't intend to have like genetically engineered crows.
But these things clearly were made by someone. I mean, they've got like multiple limbs. They didn't like stitch arms together.
None of these things. Well, because they're insects. They were like insects with multiple limbs, and they mutated into this.
How do insects mutate into human-like creatures without human DNA? What the hell?
Maybe they got human DNA from some of the zombies.
So they mixed. Like
we need to look up
some insects.
The history of the. We need to look up the history of the chimera so we know where the hell these things came from.
But they mixed up human DNA with insect human A, and they made these DNA. God.
Well, I mean, these things aren't mentioned anywhere in any of Umbrella's documents.
They're super creepy. I mean, they work for the game, but why? Warning: fuel may explode if shaken or jarred.
Okay, so what we need to do here, I'm just going to do it now because I know what to do right now with this. We're going to take this empty fuel capsule, and we're going to go to a room that we were in at the beginning of the episode. The one where I headshot the zombie, and then we read that fax from the sanitation people. We're going to refuel this capsule with, like, hydraulic fuel. And then we have to bring it back here, and this is what powers the elevator that we're going to use to escape at the end. But the problem is, once I have refilled my fuel, I cannot run or fire a gun, or I will die.
Huh.
Because I'm carrying the fuel. So I'm gonna do the best I can to clear this area out of all the chimeras before we refuel.
Well, Paul, do your best.
I'm gonna try. Actually, what's this room over here? Because I don't have. I think it's a save room. This is the elevator.
Elevator to the 13th floor.
It is a save room. Good.
Hey.
This means I can heal myself up, get some ammo. We're gonna have to. I've used all my shotgun ammo. I can't believe that. We're gonna need to bust out the grenade launcher. Oh no, found some.
You say Barry's got you covered.
Barry, what a dick.
What a
No, he
shady
stayed.
motherfucker.
No, he stayed behind to deal with Lisa Trevor. She falls off a 100-foot cliff, and he's like, "I don't believe that thing is dead. You go ahead, and I'll stay here." And I'm like, Barry, it just fell 100 feet.
Now look, I was never really a PlayStation person. I bought the PS2, and that was toward the end of my video game days. I played Kingdom Hearts, but I don't know the Resident Evil story. Does Barry die after this?
You know what's hilarious is when Capcom finds out that their fan base really, really likes something, they do everything in their power to bury it without any explanation.
I get the impression he's a loved character in the franchise, and I like him. Frankly, he's kind of cool.
Yeah, he's the Boba Fett of. Well, no, he's not the Boba Fett. Hunk is the Boba Fett of Resident Evil, but Barry is also the Boba Fett of Resident Evil to a lesser extent. He's that character that didn't get as much of the spotlight his first time around as other characters, but everybody loved him. So basically, he after this game, he's not in anything. Like even in Resident Evil 2, they do mention Barry. They mention that in Chris's diary, he says, you know, Barry, Jill, and I think he's mentioned in there. You know, we're all going to Europe to Umbrella's headquarters, and we're gonna bring them down because no one here believes us about the mansion. So in the canon, Jill, Chris, and Barry all went to Europe to take down Umbrella. Since Resident Evil 2 and 3 actually coincide at parts, there's actually an argument to be made. There's never any evidence that Barry knew how to fly a helicopter.
Yeah.
But Star's helicopter pilot, Brad, actually dies in Resident Evil 3 at the beginning. So at the end, when they escape, there is a bearded man flying the helicopter, and he has a helmet with a visor so you can't see him, but he has a red beard. And there's a lot of speculation that that is in fact Barry. And that's when Barry, Chris, and Jill all got together and went to Europe after Resident Evil 3. Which...
That
well,
spider
yeah.
just, you know, shoot at rice when he gets shot?
I sort of got the...
I was interested in the berry tangent, but that just looked like he was
No, those are like
on a wedding.
larvae. They're like larvae.
Blech.
Or like maggots. Like popping out is what it looks like. But
Gross.
yeah, I mean, unofficially, I think that guy at the end of 3 might be Barry, but that's the last time anyone sees him. There's even a really shitty, like, Nintendo Wii title that's a first-person, on-rails Resident Evil shooter that takes you through the different games, and they even have a part where Chris and Jill are in Antarctica, like, fighting Umbrella, and Barry's not even there. So, I don't even know what the fuck happened to Barry.
Why did they make a movie starring some random person who has nothing to do with the franchise?
Well, one of our fans on the show actually pointed out in the comments that I think Alice from security is actually mentioned in a journal entry in this game. But still, that's a really obscure thing, and that doesn't make a good movie, in my opinion. Okay, so we've unlocked the first lock there. You see that? And we have to find the other 2 GameCubes and put discs in them. God, I'm hurt. And I have 4 rounds. Oh, this isn't good. These chimeras keep coming. I was trying to, like, put this disc... I was trying to put all 3 of them in the same GameCube. I thought that would have been awesome. But it's not going to work. Ah, crap. Well, the other 2 are around. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the movies.
I want to be a fan of the movies.
I just want there to be a good one.
I remember seeing the trailer for Resident Evil 2 and thinking, oh, this is really creepy, and I don't even really know the game franchise, but... And I heard 2 was the best film, or film, sorry. But
Best MILF? What?
Best MILF.
Okay, yes, 2 was the best MILF.
Yes, I wish.
No, yeah, like, the second one was the one that I really liked. It was the one that was most based off of any one game, I would say. Even though the STARS members in the games have, like, ragtag sort of military gear, you know, everyone is, like, sort of different. I kind of liked that all the STARS members had the same outfit in the movie, which was Chris Redfield's outfit, the, like, the gray khaki, not gray khaki, the gray cargo pants with the knee pads, the black boots, the green vest, and the STARS logo on the short sleeve white T-shirt. I kind of liked that. Nemesis was a combination of animatronics and a guy in a costume. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, I saw you picking up that green herb, Paul.
Well, I need it now. Remember I talked like a million episodes ago, I was like, this is why I leave herbs laying around. Because they don't take up my inventory space, and I can come back when I'm hurt and use them.
Yeah, if you're in California, that means something very different.
Yeah, it does.
Going down the stairs and going up the stairs.
And going down the sideways stairs. I used that joke like 4 episodes
I saw
ago,
that.
or like 10 episodes. Like we're repeating jokes, but that's okay. It was just such a good one.
Seth MacFarlane, you suck. You want to contradict me? Give me a call. I'm all about it. I love you. Actually, I hate you, but I love you. What?
Oh god. So
hey,
actually I could maybe use those rounds now. Alright, so we're gonna refuel. So we can fuel the elevator to get the hell out of here. When the time is right. There it is. So now at this point we can't run, or there will be an explosion and you die.
You actually aren't allowed to move faster.
No, if I run,
walk?
it jars the fuel and will explode.
That's really cool.
Which makes it difficult. That's why I cleared all the chimeras out of that room as best I could, because I don't want to get into a fight while I have this fuel on me.
I thought it was because you were afraid of spiders.
Well, I am afraid of spiders. Definitely afraid of spiders, but...
What about Charlotte?
Charlotte is...
She's your friend.
It's kind of the opposite in terms of effect, but I'm just going to compare spiders to the Nazis for a second. Now, not all Germans are Nazis. You know, Hitler was just one really, really bad man. But that doesn't mean all the Germans are Nazis. Now see, Charlotte is a really, really nice, caring spider. But that doesn't mean the rest of them don't want to suck my brains out while I'm sleeping. So fuck spiders is what I'm trying to say, Matt.
Oh, it's a fan. I thought it was some kind of creature coming for you.
Alright. I almost asked myself why I'm walking. I was like, because it was taking so long, and I'm like, oh yeah, because I'll die.
It's a mode of transportation. Legs.
Oh god, I can actually hear myself talking. I hope that's not a problem. I hope my voice isn't coming out of your speakers, is it?
No, it's coming out of my headphones.
Okay, thank god, because I thought we just wasted 40 minutes. I'm glad we didn't. We're technical professionals, everybody.
You want to hire me?
Big whoop. Want to make a video about it?
I'll blow steam up your ass.
Alright, so we got this capsule in place so we can run again.
Like Jill Valentine.
So, did you ever play Dino Crisis?
No, I didn't, but I remember my friend used to.
You know what's funny about that is I've never played it either. I always figured it was a game about like dinosaurs and like a crisis.
Imagine.
And all these years later, I find out it's supposed to be sort of a horror game.
It is?
That's what I read, I think.
I used to play King of the Monsters. And now I hear Dino Crisis is a horror game. You kidding me? Hey.
I used to personally go around and scare toddlers. And now you're telling me Dino Crisis is a scary game?
I'm just saying.
They don't even know scary.
Dino Crisis doesn't sound like a scary game. King of the Monsters sounds more like a scary game than Dino Crisis. And those spiders. Get a job. Go to the local grocery store.
I just got hit in the face. Oh god, I'm down to a caution.
Learn how to run a cashier.
How to run a cashier.
A customer service.
I'm good at running cashiers. Oh wow. Please don't kill me. Please be dead. Oh thank god.
I'll be back
You know, like, I always hated the stupid video game trope of, like, disappearing bodies. Like, it takes away from the realism, but in this game, I don't mind it.
I never minded it. It was... I mean, admittedly, it wasn't authentic. You know, it wasn't real, but I always felt like it was a game.
Well, I felt like when the zombies disappeared, it was maybe because they got up and went somewhere, so it scared me. But, like, when these creatures disappear, they disintegrate, and I'm okay with that. What
a creepy idea that you kill a zombie, and when you disappear, they're gone because they came up and walked away.
Right, well, that's what I was thinking about. Like, I don't know why I keep coming back here and trying to put that disc in the same GameCube. I'm not too bright. I'm not the sharpest crayon in the cheese drawer.
You don't need to try so hard. Just cut the cheese on the table.
Okay, so we fully restored. I almost said fully restored Stour. We fully restored power to this elevator, so now we can get the hell out of here.
Run.
I don't think we ever need to come back here again. So at this point, what do we have left to do? We have to...
You could draw a pretty picture.
We need to get those other two discs. We need to rescue Chris, and then we need to get to the elevator, and that's when we go and confront Wesker.
You work too hard. Just draw a picture. It'll be fine.
How does that help anything? Just sit... You're telling me I should just stay in this room?
Yeah.
Look for some crayons. Sit down at that table over there and draw a picture.
It'll make you feel better.
Barry just bursts into the room. Jill, we gotta go. The place is going to explode. No, Barry, picture.
I'm drawing.
And then it's like little chibi Resident Evil characters, and it's like, look, Wesker's got his arms crossed because he's mad. Like, that's what she draws. Okay, so what rooms haven't I unlocked? Looking at the map, the answer is I've unlocked everything except Chris's jail cell, so that means I have to backtrack. Because the room on our right, up the hall, that's still red, that's not actually a room, it's just a door that doesn't go anywhere, so... We can try to open that, it'll say it's rusted shut, and then if we look at the map, it'll show that we can't go there. So now we just need to backtrack and figure out where these game cubes are, because I'm not leaving here without Chris, damn it.
Redfield!
Right. We could actually leave and beat the game right now.
Could you?
I think. Yeah.
Huh. You can abandon your partner and win the game and do something horribly immoral.
Yeah, you can also choose to not give Barry his gun, and Lisa Trevor knocks him off the cliff.
She had it come.
She had it coming.
He had it coming.
Oh, God. That guy stood right up, and I knocked him right back down.
And you got enveloped in flames and are alive.
Well, you know, I'm Jill Valentine.
Yeah. Pretty high.
Alright, so there's just one more. Thank you.
But unting. But untis.
Oh, God, that guy was still alive.
Hey! Trying to get him hot, too. But untis.
Oh, actually, Matt, I did get hurt by the fire, actually.
Hey, nice. I'm glad they incorporate that.
Realism.
Yeah. No, I dig that.
This isn't good enough for me. I want to play a Resident Evil where I can get dehydrated.
I died drying for blood.
You know, I played the Elder Scrolls Skyrim like that.
Really? Like
I installed a
getting
mod
dehydrated.
where you have to eat and drink in a realistic time frame and also sleep.
It's clever that they would incorporate it, but it's really unnecessary.
Somebody made that as a mod, and I did it just to make things more interesting because I played over 100 hours of that game, so I was bored.
Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim. Oh yeah, like I've put 180 hours into that game across 3 characters, and that's without playing any of their expansions actually.
And this is why you're fired, Paul, because you don't talk about Resident Evil. You talk about Skyrim as you play.
So in Resident Evil, don't fire me.
I'm fired.
Matt, actually,
it's okay. I don't actually work
today.
here.
I saw this today. You would really like this.
What?
I saw a Skyrim mod where you can be the T-1000.
Chase. Nice.
And there's also a retextured crossbow that is like the Terminator gun, like the plasma rifle.
I still like the Macho Man Randy Savage one. Oh yeah, Macho Man's coming for you.
Yeah, that pretty much is the best Skyrim mod ever.
And
other
there's
than the
Thomas
dragons being My Little Pony.
Thomas the Tank Engine was a good one too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's in this door?
Macho Man Randy Savage.
That's who's in there, huh?
I'd be so happy if it was.
Like he's just there.
He's coming for you.
I'm trying to remember where this last freaking GameCube is, and I just don't know. I'm sorry, I'm wasting everybody's time. I just really can't remember.
I thought I was wasting time. Here I am talking about Macho Man Randy Savage, and you're playing Resident Evil.
Am I fired?
It's what I do, fire and
You know what?
waste
You know what?
time.
Look at that computer screen. There's actually editing software up on there.
Hey,
That's kind of awesome. I wonder what they're using. Sony Vegas? Like,
Adobe Premiere. However, that is what I do. I fire people and I waste time. If I was a boss, that's all I'd do.
well, that's why you're not a boss.
I know.
It's so sad. I know. It sucks.
Kids get
You're like, I'm sorry.
cancer. They do. It's so sad.
Oh, hey, so while I'm dicking around, we're going to watch this slideshow one more time. While I'm dicking around,
Umbrella.
I didn't tell you I played Dead Space today.
Hey,
Started that.
nice.
Yeah, that's right, everybody. I'm playing Dead Space next. It's a good time to tell everyone.
How spooky is it?
It's not spooky. This game is spooky. Dead Space, I jumped once or twice because I wasn't expecting it to be a scary game. It's all about just the jump factor.
That's a shame.
Yeah, that's what Outlast was too. I mean, it was a lot more Dead Space is very atmospheric, don't get me wrong, but it's very heavily inspired by Doom 3. That's really what I'm getting out of it so far for the first like half hour.
What a franchise, the Doom franchise.
But Doom 3 is a pretty good game. I wouldn't even mind featuring that on here, to be honest,
Please
now that
do.
it's in HD.
I'm still waiting for Seventh Guest.
Yeah, the Seventh Guest. We gotta play that.
That's
we gotta
a
play that
spooky
shit, man.
game, man.
Is it? It looks really terrifying. So
It's spooky. Nothing pops out, but it's spooky.
nothing pops out. Okay, well that's good. I'll take creepy atmosphere over jumping.
Well, it was one of the
Any
first
day.
of its kind.
Yeah, and the last.
It was. It was. Steve Jobs loved it though, before he died.
Before he died, that asshole.
How dare he die?
This slide filter, I literally have no idea what this is or what it's for.
What the hell is a slide filter?
I don't know. There's nothing unusual about it.
It's just a cartridge.
In a pear tree.
Nah, Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah, it was 2 days ago. Wow, time
It
flies,
was 2 days
man.
ago. Yeah, we're on the 27th already.
Here we are getting older.
Fuck. It's been 2 days since we were young.
Examine, damn it! Sorry.
What does that even mean? No, like, I'm trying to figure out where this disc goes. I have no clue. Does it go in the slide filter? I just don't know what anything is anymore, Matt. I'm sorry.
I don't know, we're too old.
I guess I'll save. That's a good way to progress time.
A day ago, we were out in the backyard playing with our sticks and balls, and now here we are
Now-
playing Resident Evil, drinking out of cups.
Drinking out of cups? What? What does that mean?
Dan Deacon, check it out. It's
do
hilarious.
old people drink out of cups?
No,
Is that it?
Dan Deacon did this great thing. I hope it's Dan Deacon. I hope I'm not giving somebody else credit for something he didn't do.
It was like Ronald Reagan.
It's that guy that was locked in a closet and did acid and had a lizard recording himself while he was on acid. It was hilarious.
Oh, okay.
Drinking out of cups. Being a bitch. Mr. Stairway, Mr. Walkway. Mr. Walk over me. I can lead you into the door. Fuck you. Anyway, typewriter item box.
I'm really trying to figure out where this third disc goes. I really, really want to progress the game, Matt.
I presume it... I mean, where have you been... like, where would it go?
There's a third GameCube somewhere, and I'm trying to think where... I don't know what room I haven't been to recently.
Like, there's actually a legitimate
it's in
GameCube
here. It's
in
in
the
here.
game?
No, it's in here.
What was it like in the PS1 days?
The PS1 days didn't have this. It was a very different game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there was no Lisa Trevor, so therefore there was no secret door under the stairs.
Hey, things change.
Oh yeah, Lisa Trevor was... The Trevor story was completely fabricated for the GameCube version. It was really good.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
The whole point of this was just to revisit a classic, but also expand upon it. It was a very good remake. And it's neat that they incorporated Lisa Trevor in this one the way they did, because like when Resident Evil 1 came out, Resident Evil 2 hadn't come out yet, right?
Yeah.
So Lisa Trevor was incorporated, and they made her to look a little bit like the super infected, fucked up creatures of Resident Evil 2. Like they gave her like this eyeball that like grew out of her back. Like that's really reminiscent of Dr. William Birkin in the second game, where he had an eyeball on his shoulder.
I remember as a kid I used to have an action figure.
That action
William
figure?
Yeah, I had it, and I didn't even know what it was for. It just looked really
I had all
freaky.
of those. You want to hear something really creative, right? I had a Chris Redfield action figure when I was a kid.
Hey!
And the arm broke. It popped out of its socket, and I couldn't fix it. So I took silly putty, and I stuck one end of it into the socket on Chris Redfield's body. And then I rolled out the silly putty, so it was like a stick of silly putty. And then I shoved Chris's arm into the other end so that it looked like his arm had detached and it had grown, like Stretch Armstrong or something. And
Yeah.
I pretended that he was like mutated by the virus.
That's what I call creative thinking. I really, really hope that kids these days have that imagination to do such things.
I certainly don't anymore, because I broke my current Chris Redfield action figure yesterday, and I just got pissed and threw him out.
Well, he was a bitch, wasn't he?
And if I had remembered this story, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty. Hey, look, we're unlocked here.
Finally, God.
Okay, we're actually going to get somewhere now, Matt. This is great.
Well, gotta stop
I'm excited.
masturbating at some time.
Yeah, eventually you do. You really do.
Could you go down those stairs?
Look
like
how
a champ?
fucking great these screens are. Like, look at how atmospheric it is. It's so good.
I feel spoiled because this is beautiful to me, and I know that games are different now. I know they're better, but
Chris,
it
you're
looks
alive.
like...
Of course I'm alive.
I mean, I'm lost
Jill,
in
there's
time. This
something
looks
big
like a
going
future
down.
generation
I
game,
don't
and I
think
know
we're part of the
I'm
equation.
like
to get you
thinking
out of
from a
here.
90s perspective.
Yeah.
It won't open. Wait, I'll be back to get you out.
Although I
Okay.
see that it's
No sightseeing,
very
though.
dull-like with the action of the characters. I get that, but
You know what's a fun fact is, like, all the voices in this game are really familiar to everybody, but in the more recent games, they've gotten, like, A-list Hollywood video game actors to do all the parts. So the guy that plays Batman in Arkham Origins and Ezio Auditore in Assassin's Creed plays Chris Redfield in all the new Resident Evil games.
actors gotta eat, man. That's what they do.
Apparently not these ones. They died of starvation, and now they have new actors. These actors never did anything again.
Oh, fuck them.
All right, I'm going to go in this save room before we go up and confront Wesker. I'm really excited about that. I don't even want to talk over it. I just want to enjoy it.
I'll sit here and watch and ruin the whole moment.
Like right in the middle of Wesker's monologue, you're like AIDS.
On the
Just ruin everything. So here's the guns that I've been saving the whole game, Matt, for this fight. That little self-defense gun, they call it, with the one bullet. It's the most powerful gun in the game. Like all these guns have numbers assigned to the damage they deal, but you don't see them. It's like all in the code. That's how any video game works. And I'm telling you, that little gun that has 1 bullet does more damage than any other handgun.
But can you just use it in certain scenarios? Like, you can't fight a boss with it? It's just...
I can fight a boss. I could kill any. I could shoot it at nothing if I wanted. I just kept it in my crate this whole time because I know it's going to help me kill the tyrant faster.
I thought it was strictly self-defense, as in, like, only...
Oh, no. No, sorry. It's called the self-defense gun. It is not a defensive item.
Hey.
Like the knives or the tasers.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
You know, Chris Redfield, you know what his defensive item is?
A penis?
Yes. No, I'm glad we were on the same wavelength. That's amazing.
Yeah.
No, like, seriously, though, like, Jill has the knives and the tasers. Chris can use the tasers also, but Chris, instead of a knife, has a hand grenade. He'll shove it in a zombie's mouth and pull the pin.
That is
And then their head explodes. It's amazing. Okay, we're calling the elevator. Here we go. I'm excited. Oh, God, I'm excited. The elevator is working. Barry!
Jill,
Barry.
you could have at least waited up for me, you know?
Look how sympathetic he is. I can't believe this is the same guy that fixed
No,
that
no,
door
no, he's a
and left
traitor.
us for
He's
dead.
a traitor, don't trust him.
Oh, shit.
See, he's gonna shoot you. He's got his gun ready.
Look at that next-gen lighting. Alright.
Nah, he's a bad egg.
There's like 2 crates of shotgun shells next to the door. Like, they're putting it there because they think you're gonna need it.
And he's using
And I
them on
don't
you.
need it. Because I'm fucking uneasy.
Because he's a bad egg. Don't trust him. Look at him. He's behind you.
Wesker.
No, Wesker's cool.
Wesker.
God damn it, Barry.
See, Barry's bad.
Well, what do you know?
Told you.
Oh, don't blame Barry for everything. I hear that his better half and 2 lovely daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
Wesker.
Wesker, you're pathetic.
I was gonna say you're
Well, you
sexy,
shouldn't
but
worry too much, dear.
you're
You'll be
so
free of
hot,
all this
Wesker.
anyway.
Oh, Wesker.
Why eliminate stars?
Because it turns me on.
Believe it or not.
Dude, that computer must have been made before I was born. Look at that monitor.
You're just a slave of Umbrella.
Smart girl.
It's an Apple
But I
II.
think you misunderstand.
You know, listen to how Wesker sounds now. Like, he's completely fine.
I'll burn all
Like
of
his
them
voice.
along with this entire laboratory.
In Resident Evil 6, he is literally British.
Barry, go up on the ground.
Why
and
is he
wait there.
British?
He gets this accent because
Barry.
accents, like, make you sound like an international supervillain, and that's what he was in that game. And he has, like, a trench coat, and he, like, flips and, like, flies and does all these spins and stuff.
I guess because the American government is just in the
Umbrella.
shithole, they needed to make
Well, I used some carrots.
But
a
then
European
again-
villain, whatever.
But then again, they also did determine that Wesker is not
I just used Barry
the
for my
original
personal
Wesker in that game. He has a clone, so he
Though
could have been
both you and
modified.
Barry seem
But see, that's a problem.
following Umbrella's
Yeah, don't even get me started.
What?
Resident Evil and cloning.
What are you
This is the only
planning?
game that matters to me.
orders. I guess it's time
0,
for
1,
show
2, and
and
3
tell.
are all that I care about. As far as I'm concerned, the story ends after that. Look at that fucking tyrant, dude.
Bong! Tumor, claws.
I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor.
Heartbeat, tumor, claws, teeth. Look at me, I'm a monster!
He's a pretty terrifying enemy.
I wouldn't want to mess with him.
It's magnificent.
He's magnificent.
For the sake of this thing.
There's a different version of the game where Wesker, like, walks over in front of the test tube to look at it, and it just impales him through the glass with his claw.
Barry.
That's cool.
Yeah, but in this version, he
Forgive.
just sort of bitch slaps him.
No,
What, the tyrant or Barry?
It's
The tyrant.
Even if it meant my family.
We used to laugh so hysterically when Barry says shit, and I don't know why.
Kids will be kids.
Right there, he's like, shit!
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 Shit! You said shit. Oh, you slapped the glass.
You know, I understand how tough the tyrant is, but it seems like a slight design flaw to not only make the tyrant's heart on the wrong side of his body, but also have it on the outside.
It seems like a design flaw to create a monster that will destroy the reputation of your corporation and go on a crazy rampage and kill all the people that work for you. Just saying.
Not if you're gonna, like, underhandedly sell it to a different country.
Yes, but come on, there are better ways to make that work.
I guess so, yeah. Like, not doing it. Alright, so Barry and Wesker are completely out for the count. And now it's up to me.
You viral cultured
You
freak.
viral cultured freak. What the fuck did you just call me?
Barry!
Is what he says.
Look at his butt.
Look at his butt. It's the butt shot.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
Barry,
just gonna
look at
fucking
his
run
butt.
right now.
Like his butt, Barry.
It's like LeBron James is walking after me at a brisk pace. Alright, so we used that.
Or Daryl
That's
Strawberry.
Now I finally get to use this fucking sexy ass 357 Magnum that I've been like hoarding the entire game. Oh shit, I forgot you're not supposed to run over here because you get cornered. You gotta go in a circle.
Yeah.
Like the ah fuck.
Look at his butt. I'm
You
impressed.
almost got me right there. I'm impressed with that ass. That is a nice ass. You're just like Eddie Murphy from Shrek. I like that ass.
Daryl
That is a
Strawberry.
nice ass.
Woo.
Wait, what? Strawberries? What?
Why is it Daryl Strawberry? I don't know,
I
because
don't
he's
know.
an athlete and he's got a nice ass. Anyway.
Oh, Daryl Strawberry.
I don't know where. Oh, there he is.
Oh, Rouse Tower. Oh, Rouse Tower.
God damn. Oh, this is it.
Daryl Strawberry.
Oh, we got him. There's no Daryl Strawberry here, Matt. For fuck's sake. What are you on about?
We gotta stop playing basketball.
Oh my god.
Well, we...
Oh, so here's a really cool Easter egg, actually.
What?
I'm excited to show you this. There's a reference to the game Code Veronica
Really?
in the GameCube version. Yeah, Wesker has a note. Observation note. The discovery of the G virus was in fact 21 years after the administration of the primogenitor virus. The prototype parasite, which we had delivered from a laboratory in France, was administered to the sample specimen. The sample specimen took in the parasite without showing any signs of adverse reaction. The lack of any reaction was an unsolved mystery, but now everything is clear to me now. Wow, that's redundant. The prototype parasite was incubating in the sample specimen's body for 21 years. Then, from that incubating state, the prototype suddenly mutated. Evolved may be a more appropriate word to describe it. Next. This observation gave me more insight in my research. Throughout further modification and testing, I was able to derive a method to create the G that surpasses the performance of the T. This was the breakthrough that would change the future of biological weapons. I can't wait to see the look on Alexia's annoying face when I finally announce my research, but unfortunately, I'll have to wait a few more years to completely verify my findings. William Birkin. Okay, so William Birkin is the scientist in Resident Evil 2 who created the G virus.
Yeah.
Which is worse than the T virus. And the sample that they're talking about in France and, like, the specimen that, you know, the virus, like, rested in for 21 years...
You're okay.
That specimen that the virus was just laying dormant in for 21 years is the boss creature from Code Veronica in France.
So,
Because that's where Code Veronica takes place.
why is one virus that makes monsters more horrible than another virus that makes monsters?
The G virus does even worse things to you as a, like the
I mean, dead is dead. You're a monster. What is worse than becoming a monster?
Well, that's from a civilian standpoint. You have to understand that, like, the T virus creates these shambling zombies, right? So, like, they're deadly, yes, but they're not exactly like a military force. The G virus creates more deadly monsters that can be controlled, potentially, and that makes it more marketable as a weapon to sell to different countries.
I see. So there's more of a reason to invest in a G virus than a T virus.
Okay, Nemesis. Nemesis is the product of the G virus. Now imagine what army has that. That's a problem. I just noticed a glitch that's probably coming from the emulation, but Barry's holster and his, like, fanny pack thing are, like, black. And now they're back to being brown again. Oh shit, the self-destruct, yeah. Wesker set it off.
He likes
You
his-
know something?
Yeah?
It's weird, like, Wesker sets off the self-destruct, we assume, in this version. And then, if you're playing as Chris, we know that it's Rebecca who actually initiates the self-destruct on purpose. And then in the books, that I mentioned in another episode, we actually get to see Wesker escape from the tyrant, set the self-destruct sequence, and then get killed by a chimera, which is really satisfying.
That's cool.
Because we never knew what happened to Wesker. Officially in the timeline, I think Wesker actually his body gets pulled out of the rubble from the mansion
Yeah.
by a different corporation, not Umbrella. And I think they either use his DNA to like remake him, or like otherwise revive him partially with like different, like, I don't know if it's like robotics, I don't know what it is, I forget the whole convoluted bullshit.
I was gonna
would
say,
have
doesn't
to-
he come back in future games?
He's in Code Veronica. He's the final, one of the final bad guys in Code Veronica, which is the unofficial Resident Evil 4. And then he's in Resident Evil 4 as well, but by the time he was in 4, that's when he was like an international supervillain man of mystery with like a British accent that seems to get stronger and stronger the more games go on.
Well, I bet he liked his martinis shaken, not stirred.
You're damn right about that, Matt. You're damn right.
I was gonna say about Barry, he likes his women the way he likes his gun holsters, black and with glitches.
I fucking love you. That was good. Alright, let's get Chris out of here. Let's just get the fuck out of here. I'm done. So there is one room in the mansion that I haven't unlocked, and I'm going to use time travel to go unlock it in a follow-up video. A real short follow-up video. The lock is released. Chris. Yeah, in the movie, every STARS member had that outfit. And I don't mind.
Well, almost.
First or
Now,
second
let's
movie?
get the hell out of here.
The second. There were no STARS members in the first.
There's only one thing I like and frankly remember about the first movie, and that's the room that cut you up into little cubes.
Yeah, that was the big, like, centerpiece. The first movie was really low budget. So that room was like the centerpiece of all their money, like all the the bulk of their special effects money went to that.
If only it was a good
scene.
movie.
Right. I mean, I guess it's not awful, but it's definitely like a B-flick horror film.
Oh.
The second one...
It's not as bad as Legion, I guess, but...
It's not as bad as Aberration. If you know what Aberration is, hats off to you. If you don't, go look it up.
It's not as bad as Legion, it's not as bad as Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've definitely seen worse films, but...
It's not as bad as anything directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
Well, he's got some okay films. Don't harsh on that guy. He's just not that clever. I have to emphasize, Legion is horrible, and Resident Evil the movie is better than that. That film.
Oh, we got Brad on the radio.
Brad?
So he's nearby.
Paul, I'm listening to what
It's all
Brad
coming
has to
together.
say.
It's coming together. We're gonna get out of here.
I hope so. Because I'm really hungry.
Jesus. I had to actually use one of my first aid sprays just so that I had room to pick up this fuse box unit,
I love how you have two guys who are, like, behind you with the guns.
and they couldn't pick it up.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that all three of us are here now. This is the least helpless I have felt in the entire game.
Contact with Brad.
Not because I was alone the entire game, but because I'm a woman.
Jill.
I'm kidding. I don't mean that. I'm so joking.
Women are
We'll run it
useless.
with the heliport.
They're tools.
Yeah, well, Matt's a chauvinist. But
No. Legitimately, though, this game has been very, very creepy. And
I
it's
love this
really
shot.
cool that,
Holy
yeah.
fuck.
Oh, hell yeah.
I want to take this last scene somewhat seriously, if anything.
I'm down, man. I'm here.
Oh, God.
Pinky swear.
So we got the signal rockets, and that's what'll start the fight. Although, I guess we could just stand here until the clock runs out and we would die. I think the actual end of the game is triggered by shooting the tyrant so many times.
Huh.
Either that or it's based on damage. I'm not really sure, but there's basically, once you do so much damage to him, Brad will toss us, he will somehow manage to fly the helicopter and toss us a rocket launcher at the same time.
How do you do that?
Brad does, because he's a badass, even though Nemesis kills him in the third game. Oh shit, look at that guy. He is pissed. Bam! Chris is down.
Looks like Lady Gaga.
And Barry is stuck with a jammed gun.
Do-da-da, do-da-da, do-dee-doo-dee. Just saying.
I don't think it looks like that at all.
Looks like
Alright,
a really,
so I'm gonna-
looks like a bad romance
Look
character.
how quickly he just comes running at you. out of nowhere.
He's super powerful, like more so than...
He can knock you across this entire arena.
God, he's huge.
And he can pick you up and impale you.
He's gigantic. I mean, look at him.
I mean, this was like fucking made in a test tube. That's all it is. Look at that. He got me down to an orange caution with one hit. I don't have any more health items. So we gotta get this done before he damages me more. There we go.
I'll be moral support.
And see, that's why I saved the Magnum.
Hey.
Because it was the most powerful weapon. See, like, I was able to do enough damage to him quickly that this last fight is going to be really anticlimactic, and I'm okay with that.
Is that a tactful move that you came up with on your own, or is that something you looked up as?
No,
years
it
went
just seemed to make sense to me when I was a kid. Wow, that rocket was so powerful it glitched the game.
I saw that.
Alright, so we got the helicopter landing. There's Brad coming down. This is one of like 3 pre-rendered
Brad
cutscenes in
Dourif?
the game. Yeah, him. I don't even know who that is.
Chucky. Never mind.
Oh. See, I like these cutscenes because they're pre-rendered and the character models are all shiny and pretty GameCube-y.
I miss the old actors playing in these.
Right. And say goodbye to the Spencer Mansion.
I would.
It is gone.
Boom!
I loved that place.
Just like my
It's gone.
second cat.
I'm sorry. I love this bit. Look at this. Like, Jill's just sleeping on Chris's shoulder.
So
And then
cute.
Barry is just like, fuck, my gun's still jammed. I don't know.
They're
And then
so
Brad's up
cute
there.
together. It's a shame. Shame they
Yeah,
die.
they do really like each other.
Do they? Is that a thing?
They're not really in love per se, but they really have a very strong relationship. They go over that a lot in Resident Evil 6
Oh yeah.
when you're playing as Chris.
Hmm.
And then, like,
Resident
the whole...
Evil. The
I'm not even going to explain that plot right now. Well, that was it. That was Resident Evil.
Platters.
Oh god, we
and
finished. We finished
script
it.
translation. Gosh.
By we, I mean I. You didn't do anything. You
I just sat here and
you fucking ruined the commentary.
I was
Never
just here to
having
be
you
a
do anything with
problem.
me ever again.
I like being a problem.
I like being a problem, he says.
Just saying.
Okay. Paul, I'm just saying. I love fucking up your game.
Oh look, I'm so sad. I'm on the ground now. I'm on this standing now.
I like that in the
the
credits though.
What?
I like that in the credits though we get little glimpses at Chris's playthrough.
Yeah. No, I think that's
And
cool.
we get Rebecca in there.
Rebecca Black?
Yeah.
I wish she was in this game.
Oh, there's Jill in her alternate costume from Resident
Gotta
Evil
get
3.
down on Friday. Look at her ass. So nice.
Rebecca has an alternate costume as well.
Rebecca
where she
Black,
was-
you pervert. She's 13. Or maybe not anymore,
Rebe-
but...
Not Rebecca Black. Rebecca Chambers. From the game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So at the end, I think it'll tell us how long it took me to beat the game, and it will also give us, or tell us what we've unlocked. So that's kind of cool.
You unlocked stuff.
Yeah.
So if you play
And then
again...
you can actually go. What we would do if we wanted to get our unlockable stuff is, when we get back after the game's over, the opening menu to the game is different, and you can choose the once again option, and it lets you load up your save file from the game you beat, and you can play again with all the added bonuses.
So actiony. I'm sorry to interrupt, but look at him.
Yeah, right.
Capcom.
So
Jill, you did it.
why is it Wesker congratulating you?
Congratulations, I killed you.
So 7.5 hours. I used to have this down to 5 hours.
That's because you're a failure, Paul.
If you beat it in 4 hours and 59 minutes, you would get a special gun. Okay, so the costume key, that's it. That's it. Forever. End of the video.